would just like to say my neighbors upstairs are very loud. I want to say that the lady who lives upstairs, her kids live in the room that's like right above mine. So, and during this recording, yes, but during any recording, if you hear loud thumping noises, it's literally just my neighbors. But besides that, welcome back to T-Dub ASMR, here with another soft-spoken ramble. So, my last one, I like it, actually. I like the whole aesthetic with it, from the handy cam. I like everything I did with it. I like the way this sounds, like the microphone on here. I like the aesthetic. I like holding it up. I actually like the way the video came out. The only thing I didn't like was I didn't factor in how much YouTube compresses video. So if you don't have proper lighting, it's gonna look even worse than the original recording. Plus, not like I'm using a high quality sensor anyways. So I don't mind it looking bad, but I don't want it looking dog shit. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that last video kind of looked kind of dog shit. Alright, and I didn't like that. I'ma just keep it a beam with y'all. I ain't like that. So we back, we here. I straightened out some of the settings on the camera. Obviously got the lighting situation taken care of. Unfortunately, I had the damnedest of time editing this on my laptop. And the crazy part was I moved everything over to my iPad and got it done in 10 minutes. Like, that's why, even though, yes, I still am going to put a new battery, another RAM stick, and an SSD in my laptop. But what I really want to get set up right now are my iPads that I got from work for all of my content creation stuff. Guys, I did not know I needed an iPad until I got one. Now it's like, oh, I want everything for this. This is an amazing piece of technology. It's not even the new iPad Pro. It's the one that came out 2 years ago. But it runs so snappy. It does everything that I need it to do. It got my video done. Like, yeah, it's not a high quality video, but it is 1080p. And I had to export it full frame and just resize it to 4:3 on my iPhone. So it's like a 20-minute 1080p video. And for an iPad to export it in 6 minutes, I'm just very impressed. Because I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been doing this since 2014, guys. So I've been doing YouTube 10 years. And not only just knowing where we came from when I first started using the tech to produce my videos, but even knowing where my first couple of computers came from. I don't think until I got the computer that I have now, that I built in 2020, I would have never got a 20-minute video out in 6 minutes. Never. That would have never happened. And this is before I'm doing color correction, audio balancing. Like, I'm doing everything on my iPad, and it's so seamless and it's so smooth and it works so much better than my laptop. And it's like, oh wow. And then it exports much faster than I'm used to. And I'm like, double wow. That's amazing. So yeah. and it was so easy, like, you know, getting my stuff once I actually got it onto my iPhone and then doing what I needed to do on my iPhone and then just quick airdrop it over. And it takes 2 minutes to airdrop. It's just like, dang, Apple, despite all the criticism they've gotten for not being innovative on the technology side and being late to the party as far as a lot of software and hardware features go, once they get them to work, because the Apple ecosystem is so seamless and so interconnected, when they finally get those features in Apple devices, they work even better than they do on any other device. I am a very big proponent of just having both. You don't really need both. My iPhone is my everyday phone, and then this one is my work phone. I'm just a technology junkie, and I get very passionate about the things that I'm interested in. And so, like, I'm an enthusiast. I like to have everything when I can afford it. So that's why I have both. So I'm not telling anyone to just go out and get both, because you don't need both. But having both has showed me that there's always been a difference, but the difference today is a lot different than the difference 10 years ago when the debate was very prominent. I think Apple has done a great job at just making the iPhone a very easy phone to use and making the Apple ecosystem very easy to use. Android's ecosystem is just nowhere near as intuitive and as seamless as iPhones, and it's because you have so many different manufacturers, you have so many different brands, you have so many different features, you have so many different versions. It's like Android literally is like what Linux is for PC users. It's like, yes, you can get amazing capabilities, and it is so much easier to work with an Android across devices than it is an Apple, anything to do with an iProduct. But when you are immersed in the Apple ecosystem, you will never want to go anywhere else. Like, you'll like, it's to the point where it's like, yes, sure, with an Android, you don't necessarily have to switch what you're doing and which brands you're working with, and you have more flexibility. But I think that iPhone users trade in that flexibility for how do you say it? Seamability, like seamlessness, and overall ease of access, ease of use. Um, I think once you get introduced into that world, once you get the products, you pay a lot for them up front. Okay, they're definitely not cheap products, but the good thing about them is they last so long, dude. Like, my iPhone XR lasted me 5 years, and I've had my iPhone 13 Pro 2.5 now. Yeah, 2.5 now. And it's not giving out on me at all. I don't even see a reason to upgrade yet. Like, I probably need a new battery because my battery capacity is only at 80%. I checked that not too long ago. And so, yeah, that maybe. But nothing about the phone is giving me any problems. It is not hindering me from doing anything. It is still getting all the updates. Uh, some of the new features on the new iPhones, the new button, the dynamic island, all of that is very cool. But the one thing that I do know is that all of that just means that when I finally do upgrade, it'll feel like a really big jump with all that new stuff they have in there. But until then, nah, man. I was never on the Apple thing. I was never on the Apple train. I never understood why people had the AirPods and the Apple Watch and the iPad and the MacBook and the iPhone. I never understood it. But once you get over there, it's like, okay, now I understand. Now I understand. Wish they'd bring iPods back though. You could make an iPod and integrate it with Apple Music and be golden right now, bro. You could really do that so well right now. It'd be awesome. But I don't know if they're ever gonna do that. Only guys like me that are like enthusiasts even want those kind of things, you know. Um, I did not mean to start this video like that. I told y'all last video, bro. I am a yapper at heart, bro. I'm a super yapper. There's nothing that's gonna stop me from being that. You know what I mean? So we get on here. I make these videos. Ain't no telling what's gonna be said. Ain't no telling where we go with them. But I mean, ain't that what y'all want, bro? Ain't that what we come to YouTube for? Ain't that what we come to ASMR for? Sometimes, you don't want the environment to be so controlled. You just it's broadcast yourself. I know they don't advertise it like that anymore, but to me, that's forever what YouTube is gonna be. You can change the rules, you can change the advertising, you can change everything about it, but YouTube is always gonna be broadcast yourself. It's always gonna be turn the camera on and show us what side of yourself that's within YouTube's guidelines that people want to see, bro. And so if you want to see a yapper get on here and talk softly to you so that you can go to sleep, whatever, or just relax, whatever you want to do, then you came to the right place, man. You just came to the right guy for the job. Like I'm that, okay? But yeah, two of the guys that I used to watch a lot when I was in my apartment, they stopped uploading for a while. One of them stopped for 2 years. Like, he hasn't uploaded since really when I was starting this channel. He was doing it for a while, and he stopped. And he uploaded today, and I was like, now isn't that crazy? Like, one of the people that I was subscribed to for a long time, and if I like your content, I'm not gonna unsubscribe, because I'm a weirdo. Sometimes I go back and rewatch videos that are like 5 years old, and I don't care that people are talking about stuff that happened 5 years ago. Like, to me, it's, I don't know, like, if you're entertaining, it's always gonna be entertaining. So like, yeah, I never really, especially ASMR channels, I don't really unsubscribe. And that's a big reason why, because even when you have numbskulls like me that claim that they're not going to upload again, one day they might just pop out, And so to see, his name is ASMR Black, by the way. To see him pop back out the same day I popped back out, like, I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I was glad to see that though, because if I subscribe to you for ASMR, it's because like I really enjoyed a couple of videos. It's so easy to just find an ASMR video, enjoy it, and then never go back to the channel. You gotta find people that you really enjoy to like subscribe to them. That's why a lot of ASMR videos get like more views than they have subs. If it's like a really successful channel and like the algorithms pushing the videos. But yeah, him and Blade Whisper Pro. Listen, if you are, if you've ever, sorry, found yourself looking for black ASMR creators, you found Blade Whisper Pro, and you found Scoop 208. Okay, they are OGs at this. They, especially Blade. Blade's been doing it like what? Going on 10 years now? Yeah, because I found this channel 2019. I was a freshman in college, so it was either the back half of 2019 or the beginning of 2020. But I know I was a freshman in college because I found him and Young Prince at the same time. Um, so for Blade to have been, dang, I feel old. Pandemic made stuff go by fast. Um, but yeah, because even back then, I know he had been doing it for like 5, maybe 6 years at that point. And like that was 5 years ago. So I want to say Blade's been doing that for like a decade now. Um, so that's crazy because most of the people that I found back then, don't really do it now like that. Like ASMR Sensei still uploads sometimes. Uh, Prince, he had stopped for a while. I think he came back. Blade comes back periodically. Uh, the guy who was making ASMR as a parody and got me into ASMR is no longer on YouTube. He hasn't been on YouTube for like 6 years now. Um, the lady who introduced me to the 3DO, I don't think she uploads anymore either. Um, and then there's one lady. She's a white lady, but I cannot for the life of me remember her name. But I remember her telling a story around the last time I watched her videos, um, about people that knew her in real life, either her coworkers or people at her school that found her channel and were giving her a hard time about it. And yeah. Oh, this is not the lady that I'm thinking of, but ASMR Planet. I don't know if she still uploads or not. ASMR Planet, I remember ASMR Planet had 2 Simpsons videos. I want to say either they were both Simpsons Hit and Run videos, or one was Simpsons Hit and Run and one was Simpsons the Game. And I used to watch those every morning before I went to school. I am not joking. Like, I would wake up in the morning, I would put my headphones on, and I would turn on her videos when I went to the kitchen to make my breakfast and get ready for the morning. For like my entire, that was either my junior year or my senior year. Can't remember. But I want to say it was my junior year. For my entire junior year of high school, bro, I would watch those 2 same videos from ASMR Planet. Oh, and the one where she was tapping on the books. Um, I would watch those 3 videos every single day before school. Like when I woke up, because I'm not a morning person. Like, I wish I was. I try to get up early in the morning, but it just takes me a minute to get out of bed. And so if I get up in the morning and I am getting out of bed, I'm still in kind of mellow, relaxed mode. I'm trying to wake myself up, but I'm not quite there. So I need something like relaxing to get me started. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that though. Like even when I was a kid, I would watch uh let's see, when I was a kid in the morning times, I would get up and I'd spend about an hour before I start getting ready watching Peppa Pig, uh um what's the show on PBS with the mummy kids? That show, Dan versus, and um the Marvel superhero show. Uh Sometimes I would watch like Beyblade or Bakugan, but a lot of times those shows were just like I used to watch it with like, I couldn't watch those shows in the morning because, like I said, Peppa Pig and stuff like that, like, that was relaxing to me. So, like, I would watch it with like the volume down and like to where I could hear it, but it would be so like in the background and just relaxing. Like, it wouldn't be loud at all. Um, so I've been, as far as like relaxing stuff and just needing some kind of ASMR experience, bro, that's been me my whole life. Like, I've always found my best naps come from being in the car and just listening to the wind. Because like when I was younger, my mom used to do paper route. I don't know if any I like no nobody under the age of 21 would know what that is. But if you do, if you know, you know. But my mom used to do paper route, and so me and my brother used to be in the car. That's how long ago that was. My sister was not even born yet, and my sister was born in 2008. And I'm talking about, when I say my sister wasn't born, like, I mean, my brother was born 2 years after me in 2003. And it was so long before my sister was born. I am pretty sure my brother was still in a car seat. So, like, he was probably only like 2 or 3 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a long time ago when my mom was doing that. But I still remember to this day her doing it. And I would just be there and like I would roll the window down slightly and just listen as she went, and just like it would make me fall asleep. It was so soothing. So I've been into like ASMR kind of experiences for a long time. This is nothing new to me. I've been doing it my whole life. I've been needing relaxing stuff my whole life. It's kind of just how I am. Sorry about that. That's my phone going off. I'm probably about to get out of here anyways. My camera is about to die actually. Didn't see that. Didn't see that the battery was going dead. But yeah. Thank y'all for watching, man. 22 minutes isn't bad. Didn't even know I was yapping that long. Thank y'all for watching. Be your boy T. Peace.